GM, we are live, and it's Friday. The divisional round starts tomorrow. I can't believe we're already here. And if the divisional round starts tomorrow, the big board might start in a week, which is absolutely nuts. Last year it started in conference championship week, so we will be ripping big boards sooner than we know. But until then, as you can tell, I'm not in my office in my normal setup. I'm also slightly under the weather, but that's kind of normal. You guys know this by now. Chris says, "Good morning, Candles. I have to take the cat to the vet, but I hope the cat's doing okay, Chris. All the best to you and the cat. But appreciate you so much, Chris. Hey, GM Chief Matt. Good morning to you. We're in here. We're in a divisional round BR. We've got the 3-hole, so we will see what we can do. Danny 064. Good morning to you, Danny. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Let me change this actually, because we are now at 425 subs. So we'll keep this. Oh, that's not right. We'll keep this. Oh my gosh, keep this accurate. We'll see what we can do at the 3-hole. It definitely feels like there's a little bit of a drop off this week after Puka, JSN, and CMC. You see people start to get a little bit creative after that. I saw somebody get CMC Josh Allen, and I thought that was grossly unfair because it didn't happen to me. But again, you're seeing definitely a little bit of creativity at the back end of drafts. And sometimes, oh my God, I misclicked. Wow, this is not the best start to the day. Holy moly. I've never done that before. I've never legitimately had a misclick. So we are struggling this morning, friends. We are struggling. Frog Clone, GM to you. Hope you're having a good one. GM playoff. I am not in playoff form. I'm looking like the Steelers out there fumbling. Actually, the Texans fumbled more than the Steelers. The Steelers just looked like ass. But man, I really like JSN, and I'm light on him. And I just windmilled in Josh Allen at the 3. So there you go. We will take this as an opportunity, however, to build a Allen Harvey stack, which is fine. We'll just pretend that was what we meant to do. Hey, Greg, GM Playoff Candles. GM to you. Hope you're having a good one. I'm wearing my Dolphins sweatshirt, so it's sort of the opposite of playoff candles. This is like excited for the draft candles here. GM, hey, GM everyone. GM to you, Steven. Hope you're having a great morning. Likewise, Jets Drop Bombs. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Greg says, let's talk how many QBs and wide receivers have had slate-breaking games in sub-zero temperatures. Yeah, I have a little bit of concern for that Rams-Bears game. There was some stat floating around how the Rams haven't played a game below 50 degrees. Stafford strikes me as a little bit of a warm weather kind of guy. Maybe that's just vibes. Georgia guy, plays in LA. Could be a little suboptimal for him. Let's grab Swift though. So we got Allen, Harvey, Swift. This is a perfectly fine team. Again, I'm just trying to get a more JSN. So we will see. Mr. Benninger, GM to you. Hope you're having a good start to your morning. The mistake might work out. Yeah. I mean, this is a perfectly fine start. Again, it just wasn't the start I was trying to get. Yesterday, I don't know how many, we either did 6 or 7 BRs and I didn't get a pick before 4. So I was trying to take advantage of that today. If you spent any time in a wetsuit, you would have a hard time drafting Stafford this week. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. I have been in a wetsuit. I don't quite follow, unless you just mean he's going to be frozen. I don't think I would have played football well in a wetsuit. But all right, we got Caleb is available to us, which is a little bit of a fall. Normally the Loveland drafters taking him at this point. The receivers available are leaning more towards this Bears game that, again, I'm a little leery of. Let's grab, I think I'm actually want to do a couple scroll wide receivers in this build. We're gonna try to get a little different here. We're gonna pass on Burden more. We're going to go straight to Kincaid here. So we're going to try to play the Chicago game through the running game and see if we can't find a couple scroll receivers to get real different with this build. He's talking about the scuba suit. Oh, is he doing a scuba suit under the pads? Oh God, to keep warm. That doesn't seem good. That seems really bearish. GMDM defending divisional BR. I know I debated putting that like in the title or the thumbnail, but you know that's this is a humble stream. But yes, we did win the divisional BR last year. I did it on 22 entries. I think I'm already over 22 this year, but we'll see if we can't catch some lightning in a bottle again. So let's do. I'm more likely to have somebody snap off Pat Bryant than Brandon Cooks. So let's reach down and grab Bryant. So we've got we're going to overstack this game. We're going to overstack this game and say this is the one game that shoots out. We'll take Brandon Cooks here. I'm sympathetic to people that want to take Coleman, or even like want to say I'm sympathetic to the Curtis Samuel people, but that feels too thin. Even with Shavers and Gabe Davis out, I do have some concern there. You know, if we could have somehow gotten Shakir on this team, that would have been cool. Where did Shakir go ultimately? He went right before us to Casey Pollock. So, you know, maybe this team, instead of Swift, if we could have gotten Shakir, played the end of it different, that would be cool. But I like this team. Allen, Harvey, Swift, and then Pat Bryant, Cooks, and Kincaid. You know, we've got a Buffalo double. We got 2 on the Denver side. We're basically just telling a story that this is the game that you need. K-Rear 72, saw you in the big scramble seats yesterday chasing overlay. Did you end up maxing? No, I did 10 or 11. Let me see. Active. No. Live. Sorry, I always get these tabs always trip me up here. Let's see. What do we got? Best ball. All right. PGA best ball. All right. So we did 11 big scramble and 27 scrambles. So far, it's way too early in the weeks to tell. We got, 5 teams in second, 3 teams in first. So we'll see. It's a long season there. But yeah, I was chasing the overlay in that. And yeah, we'll see. All right. Let's hop in another. Hey, bird enthusiast, GM to you. Hope you're having a good one. By the way, you remind me, bird enthusiast. I'm not. I didn't win a seat in the dog bowl. This may surprise you that god awful lineup I built on stream did not. I actually think it min cashed. I think that lineup min cashed. I did end up doing 3. Was this the one we built on stream? No. I had 1 out of 3 lineups min cash. Some friends and family almost made it, by the way. Mathology here in at 5th, Nez at 9th, Mosia Atunya, he hangs out in the Badge Bros. He's won a Millie Maker before, finishing 3rd and 10th. So some near misses from some people that we know, but unfortunately none of them got home. And how do we get rewarded? By taking Josh Allen at the 3 with the 6-7. So we might even get Josh Allen yet again, but we will see. What's nice about this week, though, is they brought back the Deposit Kingdom. So we will, I don't know if I'll do those on stream or save those, but the Deposit Kingdom contest is back, which is great. If you do anything in these streets, I would recommend this. $10 3 max, much more palatable. 900 entrants versus the main BR, which is 32,000. So don't have to be perfect. Better for the roll overall. I would definitely say that. But here we are. We're chasing the BR anyway. We're not listening to our own advice. Mr. Vinegar on the clock. So we got Puka, JSN, CMC. So the typical start you expect from people who can operate their mouse properly. A few common things you see here. You see people go Adams, Stafford. You see people go Loveland plus somebody else, and then they take Caleb in the next go. I really like RJ Harvey this week, so let's do Devontae Harvey. We'll leave Stafford for the Puka drafter. And there's always a world where sometimes the Puka drafter just gets in their head that they want to build different. So you could get Stafford wrapping. It just kind of depends on what that drafter is doing. Yes, Smooth Criminal. I will be doing fullback dives. I will. Those can be a little wonky to fill. So sometimes I get impatient and hop out, but I do like that contest quite a bit. And I will try to get in it. We do know Mr. Vinegar has won the fullback dive. At least one. Did he win it twice? I know he won it once. Yeah, but we're going to try to chase Mr. Vinegar down and take down a fullback dive. It's a good contest. All right, just once. Well, once is enough. Once is enough. It's I believe that was a 5K hit, which is awesome. That really can keep your bankroll for the year if you're managing your bankroll and you're not maxing like the main VR. We'll do some this morning if you want. Yeah, we can see what the fills are. If people want to do a fullback dive or two, we can. Yeah. Normally in the small field, it's like you don't have to get as crazy with the scrolls, but this week I'm trying to think of how this week's different than normal, because this week there are no scrolls in some positions. Like there's not really a quarterback scroll other than Stroud. Every other quarterback gets taken because there's only 8 on the slate and there's 6 get drafted. In running back, literally, if everybody takes a running back, then they all go up to Kyle Monangai. And I legitimately don't think you can take any of these backs after them. I think you're just playing bad if you do that. I have real trouble with that. All right. We got Harvey and Adam. So let's do Diggs May. I don't mind Diggs May as a start here. So let's get this little pairing going. Yes, people will have this with May at pick 30. That's fine. Running back was already fairly bad. I mean, Woody Marks is fine. Travion may or may not make it back to us. And I'm also open to just doing 3 wide receivers. I think a lot of people are forcing 2 running backs. And I could see that not working this week. What if I still don't think I can get to Ty Johnson Arlocks. It feels so thin. I don't know. If you really want to stretch and tell yourself a story, they're so beat up at the wide receiver room that they design more screens to the backs and he's their pass catching back. That's me telling you something I don't believe, but I feel like sounds like vaguely intelligent. I don't think I can with a straight face tell you I'm going to get much Ty Johnson. It's pretty darn thin. But Harvey, my running back 2 on my ranks this week. I mean, yeah, it would just be him or Cook, I guess. So if you like him over Cook, I mean, I thought Cook was going to absorb all the Ty Johnson stuff when he was out, and instead they were rolling out Frank Gore Jr. So it is a little annoying that he's capped at 55-60% of the snaps max and misses some of the really potentially valuable stuff. And then at the goal line, Allen has been known to take him to kind of eat his lunch. Hold on, we're up. We're taking Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz is going to be a stand for me this week. I think he's way too cheap. He's flipped Barner, which is good because I completely disagree with the market on this one. Running back is dead. I either take Blake Corum, which I don't love. I could take Monangai, which I equally don't love. I think I'd rather just take Schultz and double stack. Did someone take Booty? Did I miss that? No. I would rather just do Schultz and Booty, I think. And we'll double up Drake May with 2 wide receivers here. So we got May, Harvey, Devontae Adams, Steph Diggs, Kayshon Booty, and Dalton Schultz. So we went a 2 wide receiver build, only 1 running back. I wouldn't fault anyone in this boat for taking Corum or Monangai over Booty, but I think, again, I think so many people are just jamming the 2 running backs at all costs. Let's see this Miship guy. Oh, he already has 3 receivers. So we're going to actually have 2 people taking only 1 running back. Most of my rooms, everybody's taken 2. Vinegar ends up with a Allen, Kyron, Jennings, Marks, Tonjes, Coleman team. Yeah, makes sense. Coleman, not too bad of a scroll down there for a Josh Allen team. Gunnar Ross, GM. I did 1 main BR. Don't think this slate is for me. Yeah, this slate is not as fun as last week's. I will say that. I think last week's slate was awesome. I loved it. This slate, I think the room for creativity. There's two left. I'm gonna make a short later, but I'll spoil it for you. I think a couple of the ways to get unique is if you do play Stroud, play him single stacked, because I think most people that venture to Stroud are gonna double stack him. I actually think it's gonna be less common to see him with only 1 pass catcher, because I think people are gonna be like, oh, I'm playing Stroud, let me just super lean into it, and I think that's actually gonna end up like more common than you might think. And then the wide receivers, Go Easy Cards asks the furthest scroll. I think the furthest scroll I've made is Pat Bryant. I don't think I've gone beyond that. I want to know, we're not going to know if Pearsall's out enough to take Bourne. I don't even think I could really get to Kendrick Bourne. I would have thought that, but it doesn't seem like he's really super in their plans. Cooper Kupp is actually after Pat Bryant. I've taken 1 share of Cooper Kupp, so I'd say Kupp is probably the deepest I've scrolled. Would I really fault anyone for taking Mims? No, because we know he can get there on super low volume in a gadgety way. But he's very much phased out. So you're really just praying that the Peyton nonsense involves Mims. If I'm 150 maxing, I'll probably sprinkle a few shares of him, but no more than like 5 or something. So I don't know. GM, Adrian Robles. Hey, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great one. Steven says this slate just seems to have I have to take a player. Yeah. It feels like you're taking players you wouldn't ordinarily take at all. Brian, I agree. First of all, GM2, Brian, hope you're having a good one. I did a 2 tight end team on stream yesterday, and I don't hate it at all. I really like Schultz this week. So I think if you had Loveland and get Schultz, like Schultz at what's his ADP? 31 is definitely live to outscore those wide receivers in that range, or like Blake Corum, who, if Blake Corum doesn't have a magical touchdown, I don't hate the 2 tight end stuff. And I never take 2 tight ends on bigger slates, but I think it's potentially viable. And same with Kincaid. Like, you can mix and match. You could have Kincaid and Schultz. You could have Kincaid and Loveland. You can do Tonjes in one of them. Like, I think it's not the worst idea. No, I'm not getting to Efton Chisholm. I would need to look more into his utilization. I thought he didn't play that much, but he just ran kind of hot with his targets. You let Kupp a lot, Frog. Yeah, Kupp's fine. I think Kupp's fine. I've scrolled to him in Pearsall. I don't hate it. I'm just worried that even if he plays, he's like gonna be super limited. I don't know. Go Easy Cards. This slate screams a GM team or scroll heaven, nothing between. Yeah, possibly. I've seen some GM starts. I just haven't gotten any of them, which is annoying. What about Demarcus Robinson, or we missed the boat? You could click Demarcus Robinson. I always worry about like utilization in game right after an injury versus when they have a week to prepare. So, we'll see what they do, but yeah, it's a 4-game slate. I wouldn't fault anyone for taking Demarcus Robinson. Going back to that, he's what's his ADP? He's right at the fringe, 34.4. All right, so it looks like we got Tiger Uppercut, who I think is that you, Skeletor? I can't remember who Tiger Uppercut is. And Bird Enthusiast. So we got Bird Enthusiast in here. We got to get you your bad Bird Enthusiast badge. But we're in at the 5. We'll see what we can put together. And let me actually see if I can update the timestamps. I almost forgot. 00 BR1 and Slate Discussion. And 20 minutes. BR2. Sweet. Well, appreciate all you hanging out. If you don't mind. Oh, Chief Matt is Tiger Uppercut. Okay, there we go. I knew Tiger Uppercut was a friend in True, but I could not remember the username here. I definitely miss my normal setup where I have an actual light, because this looks like I'm in like a Victorian sickbed, I feel like, but that's why I'm buried in the corner here. Emo Cowboy, everyone tells you what your morning is. No one asks how your morning is. Hey, I appreciate you, Emo Cowboy. I did catch the Toxic Tower with Purple Yoshi. It was fantastic. So that was some good stuff, Emo Cowboy. I hope you're having a great morning over there in Texas. Let's just take James Cook here. Take James Cook. I don't mind the Cooks Harvey starts, and just saying that these two teams are going to run the ball quite a bit. I mean, Buffalo is near total ecosystem collapse with these receivers. Captain James says, Frog Clone, you think Pearsall will play enough reps? I've not been following super closely. I wonder this. That's my issue, Captain James. That's been my my bugaboo there. Let's go Harvey. Running back just turns to utter dust. We'll pass Devontae to someone else. If this guy gets Devontae Stafford, I'm going to be giga tilted, because that's like how it seems to go. GM friends, how is it? Hey, Captain James, we're doing great. Appreciate you so much. Emo Cowboy Victorian Sickbed was my industrial goth band in college. Yeah. I need some Victorian Sickbed as the background music for what's going on here. Sick start you've seen, as stated earlier, I was allowed a Puka Adams team, have a CMC Kyron team. Yeah, I saw a CMC Allen team, which I feel like is slightly unfair. That start seemed a little crazy. Yeah, Captain James just chasing the ceiling with the slate. Yeah. To be honest, I think that's what you got to do any slate to win a BR, is chase ceiling. In single entry, smaller field, you can be a little more vegetable-y, but of course Charbonnet is rolling back. That's nice. Not going to get him, because we already have two running backs. Purple Yosh, GM to you. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day over there. What do we want to do? People? We already have two running backs, so we can't get too crazy with our structure. I guess we just take Juwan Jennings. He is who I thought was just going to go absolutely nuts with Kittle out, but again, those games can be a little weird in game. So let's grab Jennings. I think I know what I want to do. I think I want to build this. Let's see what Bird Enthusiast does before we spout off the plan. I was going to say I'm going to take Tonjes here and then try to make a Purdy team. I've heard people who say they don't want to do Purdy teams without CMC. I don't think I agree with that. If anything, we're banking on Purdy dudding. Like we kind of need Purdy to not go off if we're going to win from the not 2 or 3 hole. So we're going to try to build a Purdy stack here and say that the production comes through the air with Jennings and Tonjes here. Frog Clone, hoping he gets a limited, he makes a difference. Yeah. He did. Wasn't yesterday their final practice, if I'm not mistaken? And I think he's marked questionable. I don't know. I might have that off. I don't have the practice report up. Emo Cowboy, it's cold. My Pyrenees pups are loving it. Timesheet day, so I get to hound people. No complaints after a solid night's sleep. I did not get a solid night's sleep, Emo Cowboy, because we're transitioning the kid into his new bed, and so at 1 a.m. he needed someone to tell him everything was okay, and then at 3 a.m. I put him back down, and then he goes, please, hugging me. I'm like, oh God. So then, had to wake up and take care of him again. So I've been very disjointed sleep, but very sweet kid. But yeah, not the best for the old sleep department. I can pass Purdy, and then we said we were thinking about a scroll to Cup. So let's do that. Let's play Cup on the Seattle side of the ball, and then we'll end the team with Purdy. So I think this is a coherent team. I think we have one fun scroll. I think you might see variants of this team that have JSN. So I kind of like this getting a little bit different, getting a little off the beaten path. You also might see variants of this team, which I would like with one or even both of the Seattle running backs, Sharps or Walker. But I kind of think this is a fun structure to get away from the CMC Purdy builds. So this team for the audio listeners will be Purdy, James Cook, RJ Harvey, Juwan Jennings, Cooper Kupp, and Jake Tonjes. Again, not going to project super well because of this Kupp pick, but he is our scroll on this team. All right. Jake says, I got a decent one yesterday, JSN Loveland. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to get. That is tough to get. Captain James Frogclaw, and that's true. Just a couple big plays could be all you need. Talking about Pearsall, yeah. GM Yosh, our resident good vibe. Absolutely. The best of vibes from Purple Yosh there. That's my thoughts, says Frogclaw about Pearsall. The salute from Purple Yosh. Yes, JSN Loveland is a 6-star. I agree. Yeah, it was brutal. I'm so tired. And we're all sick in the house. I'm telling you, I'm not making stuff up. If I tell you I'm going to scroll for someone, I'm not like... I will show you all my exposures. Off the beaten path is what I call it when I try tantric. There we go. I always think of American Pie when I see the word tantric. All right, Battle Royale Divisional. Let's get in. Waiting for five. All right, well, there we go. Go Easy Cars, as a football fan, bags bias, I want to see Buffalo or New England versus Chicago Super Bowl. F all the rest of the NFC West teams. Buffalo or New England versus... Gosh, it's so hard for me because I don't like... I mean, look, this is a big Dolphins fan here, so I just can't stand Buffalo or New England in the Super Bowl. It's killer. But it's also like, do I really want to sit through a slog of a Super Bowl with the Texans or like see Bo Nix in the Super Bowl? I mean, that sounds more like the most fun. Yeah, I think Chicago. Honestly, I think all of the NFC teams are kind of fun options in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty agnostic to that. As far as what would be the best game, I don't know. I just don't think I could deal with 2 weeks of like Josh Allen, as the kids would say, glazing. I hate that word, but I'll use it here because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be god-awful. Refresh your page. Oh, no. Am I just sitting here? Numi, help! Numi, why am I getting the 6-7? Dear God. Appreciate you. I would have sat there. Just autoed the whole thing. Thank you, Mr. Benninger. I see you at the one hole. Captain James, if the Darnold oblique is worse than they're letting on, how do you think it could change things? Are they going to run the rock the whole time? They might get some design cheat. Yeah. I think it just makes everything bad. We get Drew Lock in the AFC and the NFC divisional round. I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're probably going to plan to run a lot as it is. I don't know how much more they're going to. But yeah, I don't know. We've seen Locke. Doesn't Locke kind of hyper target a little? Like, couldn't this just be JSN gets like 18 targets or something like horrifying? That's like what I think might end up happening with Drew Lock. That's my recollection, is that he finds like one receiver and is like, this is my dude. But I don't know. That might be a real bro science take. Cards fans looking at the rest of your division still playing. Hey, I mean, Dolphins fan watching, the two. I mean, the Jets don't count. They're not like they're. Oh my gosh, do I have to refresh this every time? Ooh, this is not fun. Okay. Let me try to fix this on the fly because it's not advancing my. All right, let me see. This is going to be absolutely brutal. All right. We'll see. We'll see if that fixes it. I changed tabs. GM. Hey, Thomas, hey, what? GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you're not dealing with as many technical struggles as I am. If I refresh this, is that guy still on the clock or am I on the clock? I don't trust anything. Okay, he hasn't drafted yet. Josh Allen is fun to root for. Oh, God. I mean, I guess. All right, let's do let's do Kyron Stafford. Let's get a little frisky here. You don't see this too often in the BR. We'll try something a little different. I don't think this is great, but it might be kind of rare. I think most people here will take Kyron Devontae, or they'll do Devontae Stafford or Kyron Adams. I don't think this pairing will happen too often. It's probably not going to happen often because it's not great, but there's only so many ways to get unique. And let's just, Kyron's had, this has worked once. I think this worked once. Like Kyron randomly got 2 passing touchdowns. So let's hope that lightning can strike again. Yeah, they're going to run so much. I agree with you, Purple Yosh. I don't, how much more can they run? Refreshing it. Yeah. Not great for me. Are you having issues too? Is it not advancing? Or not great that I took Kyron and Stafford, because that makes it a little wonky for you in the one hole. Sorry. Hey, look, now you get to get different. You don't want all your Puka teams to have Stafford for sure. I don't mean you as Jake Vinegar. I mean like the royal you. Like I think it's going to be people are just going to like auto click Stafford there. And you probably do want to mix that up somewhat, because it's going to be so chalky. Not to say that you shouldn't do it, but if you're getting a lot of volume down, I would spread that to some other combos. All right, so we got Allen Cook. So, I mean, Jay Roto kind of copying the vibe here. Kyron Stafford, Allen Cook. So going running back, quarterback here. I've actually seen a good amount of Stafford Kyron. Lots of drafters taking him to deny. It's funny, the like stack deniers I get. I don't agree with them, but I see it more in the like mitten streets, because like you're fighting against your pod. But these people are no different than the people who are in like the draft before me and after me. Like there's no difference if these people are in your room or not. So I don't know. Like making one team out of 32,000 worse is not worth it. Whereas if you're in a room where 2 people advance, yeah, I see submarining somebody. JT Vinegar does the thing. He takes Walker Sharp. I'm telling you, I like Walker Sharps. I'm going to be doing this. You've seen me do it yesterday. Just the cabal won't tell you can do that. But yeah, I guess if people are doing it, I haven't seen it too much myself. But I definitely see it in the like playoff contest streets for sure. Just less so in the BR. And I failed to do my timestamp. We'll just say it was around 30. BR3. All right. See what Jay Roto gives us here. The Bears stuff is pretty light at this point. I don't love Burden this week. I don't know. I'm going to take Kirk and Jennings. I think I'm going to take Kirk and Jennings here. We'll get a little different. So we got Stafford, Kyron, Kirk, and Juwan Jennings. See what the room gives to us. Running back went off a cliff. We'll see if Saki or That's No K take another one or not. Yeah. I think you're underestimating the spite of some draft. That's true. Some people get really spiteful. And it usually is about the person next to them. People like randomly just like hate the person next to them and try to ruin their team. I feel like I've noticed that. That definitely does happen. So I know I said I liked Walker Sharps. I'm deciding if I like Kyron Corum or not. I don't think I do. as much. I don't know. Like, why am I okay with the other splits but not that one? Interesting. Maybe this just isn't the team for it with Stafford, but I hadn't really considered stacking those two. I think it's just because I'm not that in on Corum, but I don't know. I'm just kind of talking it through how I want to land this plane. Running back is either Corum or Monungai, basically. And Saki may actually not even leave us a choice if we want to do another running back. Yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting decisions. I don't know that we necessarily even need a Chicago bring back, although I don't mind it. The Rams have been in some shootouts. You know, the Bears, even when they seemed dead to rights after a half, all of a sudden came to life. They can score points quickly. So I don't know if on a Stafford-Kyren team, I want a situation where I have absolutely nothing on the Chicago side. But at this point, it's either Odunze or Monungai pending these last few picks. Interesting. This could be a position where I take one of the Rams tight ends, but now Ferguson's back at practice, so it's really muddy and murky. I think I'm okay kind of passing on that stuff. Go easy cards, because Stafford in the Rams passing game is way better than Darnold and Seattle. Yeah. Right. But there have to be universes where the Rams touchdown variance just puts them all on the ground. And it's a four game slate. So you can just get weirdness. All right, I think it's God, Monungai's so thin. I'd almost rather take Odunze at this point, I feel like. And just do Odunze and either Tonjes or Kincaid. I'll take Tom. We'll just end this team with Odunze and with Odunze and Kincaid. I don't know if I love how I ended this team, but I ended the team. We got Stafford, Kyren, and then Kirk, Jennings, Odunze, and Kincaid. I feel like this is fine. It's a little squirrely. Not my best work, I don't think. And I don't know if it's not my best work because I don't like Kyren Stafford, or if I just ran a little cold getting one of these running backs to me. I mean, I could have taken Marks, but man, what? Do you ever say, "Oh, this team is a lot better because it has Woody Marks on it"? Like that's not great. Maybe passing on Kirk for Marks would have made sense because Kirk and Jennings kind of forced me into a 3 wide receiver build. I don't know. Interesting thought, but we'll be unique. We'll say that. We'll be unique. So Jake Vinegar, he goes Puka, Walker, Sharps, and then takes DJ Moore and Schultz. So a team I like quite a bit. I really like Schultz this week. And let's see what. Brian says teams are big into Jennings this week. Yeah, I am because I think a lot of the Kittle stuff is going to revert to Jennings. But just Jennings coming off a down week. Like Jennings, if this somehow was like 5 weeks ago, Jennings is probably going in the second or third round. I don't know. I just feel like he's been a little quiet. But he's for the fourth round of a BR that only has 4 teams, he just seems a little out of place to me. So I am definitely overweight on Jennings. I guess we can look at my exposures, right? If people want to see. So I got 32 teams down. Wow, that's a lot of Christian Kirk. That's way more Christian Kirk than I thought. Did not realize I was that high on him. Dear God. I don't think I actually want this number to be at 40%. So Kirk, Sharps, for the audio listeners, my highest exposures are Kirk at 40%, Sharps at 34%, Tonjes at 28%, tied with Pat Bryant. And then RJ Harvey, Ken Walker, Dalton Schultz, and Josh Allen, all at 25% are my highest exposures. So I probably can put my foot off the gas of the Christian Kirk pick. So Brian, thank you for mentioning that, because I would not have known I was this bullish on all Christian Kirk there, because that could easily just revert to Higgins, or they spread it around more. I'm with Collins, with Nico out, I actually thought I was going to be higher on Schultz. I'm at 25% Dalton Schultz. I really think he could be a huge beneficiary of that. And he was tight end 6. Now he's up to 5 because he flipped Barner. But even now, I think that's too cheap. So, waiting for one in the main BR if you want to hop on in. The water is fine. 41 minutes. BR4. Also, if you can, please like and subscribe. We're getting close to 500. We are getting close to 500 subs, which would be absolutely awesome. And now we got the 1.1, which is also awesome. So we will now get a Puka team. Schultz, Loveland, and Higbee, my highest drafted tight ends. Yeah, I should probably be less of a coward and take some of those Rams tight ends. I really should be mixing them in, especially Higbee. But yeah. All right. We got Puka here coming to us. We'll pull the board up. I only really recognize JT Vinegar, but if you're in here, please let me know. An eye for an eye. Uh-oh. I should not expect Matt Stafford to come back is what it sounds like, judging by anytime someone starts quoting Hammurabi's code. It's not good. My Higbee shares are because I have so much Ferg in playoff best ball. Yeah, I'm not trying not to use BR to hedge my playoff best ball stuff, but I certainly understand that. Fergie back at practice though. Sounds like he might go this week. Let me see what the blurb is here. Ferg. They have him projected here at 1.1. Full listing Wednesday. He's back. He is back. So the tight end situation is even murkier than before. Easy DFS GM chat sub. Hey, Easy DFS. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you. Loveland at 3. All right, so our first quasi board flip going on here. Someone taking, again, you do kind of see this. Usually it's after CMC gets drafted. Those 3 tend to go. It's a little more uncommon to see someone pull Loveland to 3, but it is not totally unheard of. So we'll see young Mula take the entire clock to draft Christian McCaffrey. Appreciate that. And let's see what we can get. Let's see what Mr. Vinegar does, if he does indeed take revenge for our Kyron Stafford team here. But again, if Stafford comes, we will have to make the decision. Do we want to just play the chalk or try to get some kind of different combination? Which I'm always open to trying to do that with Puka. We talked about that, so we'll see. Man, everyone's taking their full clock. What is going on here? All right, Josh Allen. Dear God. This is... All right, we see Devontae and... Is it the Devontae Stafford team? Or is it the Devontae Kyron team? It's the Devontae Harvey team. All right, like that. Mixing it up a little bit. You rarely see sometimes you do see the JSN drafter get spiteful and take Stafford, which is kind of fun. I don't think it's something I'll do much of, but you do see that from time to time. Hartman, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. This is BR4. Excuse me. Yeah, BR4 of the morning. Our first 1.1 of the morning. Another Allen Cook team. We saw that in the last draft. Captain James, I've seen that too, but it really does, yeah, but really to me, it does not help their team. And Puka Drafter can just pivot and do something else, sort of like the people in best ball that took Burrow. As far as the JSN drafter taking Stafford. But yeah, I don't know. The integrity protectors do come out of the woodwork. Yes, he did it. You love it, man. The JSN drafter takes Stafford. So as we said, happens sometimes. It happened here. So let's do the thing we talked about. Let's take Ken Walker and Sharps. We're gonna do it in easy. Cover your eyes, because I'm sure your projections are going to hate this. So we're in honor of you, Easy, we're going to play suboptimally, and we're going to take Walker and Sharps. But I do like mixing these in. Yeah, Jake Vinegar did this last draft. We're going to do that. We're going to make the better version. Watch this. 40 watching, only 11. I know. I'm bad at asking for likes. I'm just happy we're all hanging out here on a Friday before. This is the last. I didn't realize this is the last real BR slate we're going to do. Because after this, it's Paloozas, and I'm not a Palooza guy. So we'll have to figure something out. It'll be big board season. But yeah, this is the last full BR that we get. Stacking Kyron Stafford. Yep. Oh, gotcha. Bothers me so much when people take the entire clock in the first. Yeah, it's a little wasteful. Like, what are we doing? Are you really hemming and hawing over clicking CMC at 4? 20-second clocks. Fingers crossed. Although if we had 20-second clocks in this one before I realized we were needed to refresh, I might have missed half the draft. Retire, no projections. All right. Well, Easy famously ran easy sheets, but if we pester him enough, they might come back. So we'll see. We're gonna crowdfund the Easy Sheets domain and bring it back. Frogclone, if they take a Rams tight end, I forgive them, but running naked Stafford doesn't feel good. Yeah, it feels like it's really going to be really hard to get there on this slate. Yay, I'm retired too. Easy DFS, but I've worked a second career for 20 years. Easy DFS, you hear that? Another 20 years in the fiat mines. It's so sad. Final BR. I know. I really like doing these. But we'll be in best ball season before we know it. I needed the prompt to like. It's okay, Gunnar Ross. It is okay. But yes, appreciate the likes, appreciate the subs even more. We are we're slowly but surely moving on up. So we get the Caleb drafter going here. So it's interesting. The Loveland guy pulled up Loveland and then didn't jam Caleb. I was assuming they were that into Loveland that they wanted to build that stack, but instead Caleb falls to JT Vinegar, who pairs him with DJ. Oh gosh darn it! The Bo Nick, this young Moolah here killing me. I was actually planning to do a Knicks Bryant stack at the end. Bo Nix does not usually go in the 4th round. He's often actually undrafted. So now we've got to pivot. And then Jennings goes. So there goes my Jennings Tonjes double stack. Everything I love has been ripped from me. This is really kind of oh god, I can't do it. I was gonna say I'm gonna take Kirk and Schultz and then make this a Stroud team, but we simply can't take any more of that. So let's take Tonjes and Diggs here at this point. And we'll figure it out later. I don't think I have to worry about anyone taking Brock Purdy. All right, so this team will just end with this will be a Brock Purdy team, which is fine because everybody has a quarterback. So there we go. There we go. Uh-oh, Terrence. The Darnold injury seems like cover for their true intention, which is to run the ball. What? Terrence, I don't understand. If they want to run the ball, wouldn't they be like, Darnold is more healthy than we've ever seen, so the team prepares for the pass, instead of saying, Darnold's hurt, we're going to run the ball, and then actually run the ball? I don't see your plan, Terrence. Help me. Double Seattle back I like. All right, well, that's good. That's good. Hartman, in your mind's eye, which is the biggest ADP value when the big board drops? Oh, man. I got to think about that. Hartman, I fear I might have 100% BTJ. Yeah. I'll probably end up overweight on BTJ if we like really nuke him. You guys don't need a conspiracy to run the piss out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why they would. That would be even just more telegraphing. BTJ says Greg. The guys are all coming to mind. All feel like they're gonna rise. Like Loveland's gonna come up a lot. I'm kind of weirdly into Warren at tight end. I think he's going to get kind of forgotten. He had a really good start to the year, but everything kind of fell apart in Indy. Now he was falling off a little even before Daniel Jones went out. But tight ends also notoriously can be a little bit slow developing of a position. So we know the ceiling's there. I guess the question is the quarterback play, what that's going to happen. We'll see. Hartman says, sound like we'll get a BTJ discount for about a week. Yeah, we'll see. And also, like, some of that will depend on Travis Hunter news. If they come out and early on they say Travis Hunter is now a full-time corner and he's going to play a certain amount of packages, I think we might even not be counting that news in yet. Frogclone, I'm hoping we get Parker Washington steam helps. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of Parker Washington steam for sure. I'll grab Purdy. So this team ends up being Purdy, Walker, Sharbs, Puka, Diggs, and Tonjes. I feel like this team's fine. I did want it to be Knicks and Pat Bryant, but we can't always get what we want. Let's fire up another. Yeah, G for Gumby, thank you. Bad beat for you on Nurk last night. You would have qualified for sure. Yeah, let me show people what happened. We were trying to qualify for the Dog Bowl, and look at this team in 178 points in. Oh, I'm sorry, I had Nurk twice. 208 points. Nurkic out, no swap, and we only finished 81 points out. So if Nurk drops 81. And nobody ahead of me. We're going to LA. Yeah. I actually don't fully understand. I guess he wasn't ruled out prior to the game, and so the game ended before you could get us. Like the other games all started before you could get a swap. In all seriousness, I had no hope of qualifying in anything last night, but I did min cash something. So there you go. It got 37 points from a 0.35% owned Caleb Martin. Deserved better in the Dog Bowl streets. All right, we are up. We're in the 3-hole, and I know Casey Pollock. I don't know if he's in here this morning, but we will actually try. Here, look. Last time I misclicked and we took Josh Allen. We're gonna get CMC. Yeah, we could get a Laporta. We could get a big Laporta discount. I agree. You have 2. I missed something. Warren is a good shout, but not much of a discount. Laporta range. I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna take him. I really wonder. Terrence says no. It's a LeBron playoff injury. While not personally successful, there's a legitimate reason there. Saving face for Darnold. I love the conspiracy theories. They need an excuse for Darnold. And Gumby, I'm glad you're here. LeBron won a finals with a broken hand. He would never fake an injury. Gumby, our resident physical therapist, he noticed something. Darnold with a massage gun on an oblique injury. Apparently that's not what you normally do for an oblique injury. So is it truly all just for show? Makes you wonder. See you in DV. Probably Tootin if Etienne signs somewhere. Hey, see you in DV. First of all, thanks for coming in, hanging out. Oh, if Etienne signs elsewhere, Tootin will not be a value. Tootin will be the slappy poster child. You'll see people drafting in Tootin jerseys if Etienne leaves. But yeah, I mean, you might initially get a disc. You might be able to take him now, and then if Etienne leaves, you get a little CLV, and then you pray they don't sign like Rico Dowdle or something. I think Garrett Wilson could be good if he gets Olave/Waddle treatment for this year and falls to the 5th or later. Hartman, I agree. We all forgot about him, but he, I believe he led the Jets in touchdowns and possibly yards as well, despite missing like more than half the year. Garrett Wilson with competent quarterback play is kind of a smash. So I like that shout. I was overweight on him this year. It did not work out. Oh my gosh, we're one away from Allen and CMC. Come on, Kim Booch. Oh my God, we got it. We got Allen CMC. All right, time to lock in. I haven't gotten this yet. Newbie, don't cancel me, bro. It's Harvey Charbonnet is reasonable. To be fair, Charbonnet probably won't fall, and there won't be much Harvey Charbonnet. So I'm not being entirely facetious here. I think if you want this combo, it's not a crazy thing to do, but it did enable me to get Allen when the Cook drafter said you simply cannot have Allen and Cook together. When LeBron sees the writing on the wall and it's not in his favor, a latent injury will manifest. Terrence, we need to collect these thoughts. You're like the oracle at Delphi for this. Like, this is wisdom, and I don't think I have chat replay saved, so it's just going to vanish into the ether. Seattle is being more proactive to control the narrative. Hold on, I'm up on the clock, and we have a good team. We just take Ken Walker, right? I think doing anything else is fancy. We just grab that because otherwise running back is off a cliff. And if we don't get Shakir, it's not the end of the world. Allen Walker CMC is probably going to be pretty rare. Seattle is being proactive to control the narrative around Darnold, protect his psyche. But don't you think, Terrence, if somebody made you go out and say you had an injury that you don't have, that would actually be worse for your psyche? Like if someone tells you we're protecting your psyche, that to me is like the worst thing you could do for a psyche. I don't know. Tootin' a steal at pick 20 with no ETN. Dear God. Tootin' at 20. Woof. Tootin' dust ball by La Quinta Inns and Suites. They like LaQuint Allen for sure. He has a role. What is the future Chad Candle's YouTube schedule while we wait for the big board? Good question. I plan on going live Monday, but I have no idea what's going to be up. I don't know when they're going to launch the big board, and they're not going to have. Yeah, they won't have like a playbook or anything. I don't know. Go Easy Cards, but not to fret. We will be doing something. Adrian Robles, where do you think Michael Wilson will be drafted next year with all the success he had last season? Oof. Yeah, where are we taking Michael Wilson? In like the 3rd round? I don't know. Greg says, let me dream about the afraid of the Tootin' steam. All right, let's see. We're coming up. We got CMC, Allen, and Walker. Hunter Henry, DJ Moore. Oh man, wide receiver kind of died on me a little bit. I don't want to drop the baby, guys. I don't want to drop the baby. I think I want Kincaid. I think I want to make sure I get Kincaid. I think I have a plan of what I want to do. So let's grab Kincaid here. I don't necessarily need to jam more in Kirk. I don't know. We'll see. We can't do two tight ends because we already have 2 running backs. So we're gonna have to see how we land a plan. Give me a second, guys. In 1 sec. Dear God. Absolutely brutal. Does anyone have strong feelings in the Nico situation? I don't think he's going to play if you're talking about Nico Collins. But we'll see. Easy. Chad, do you think using the sidekick is reducing your critical thinking skills and drafting without it? I don't think so. Just because in the BRs there is no sidekick. And I think when I use the sidekick, I actually try to think through what the sidekick's doing and understand it. So I think if you're just blindly top clicking, maybe, but that's my thought. But it is entirely possible that I became entirely reliant on the machine in playoff best ball. I promise you, in the big board, I will not just top click on the sidekick, and I will do a lot of drafts with just on pure vibes like normal. So do not worry. You'll get plenty of bad drafts from me as the year goes on. Did you end up doing very much PGA? Big scramble at decent overlay. I did 11 big scrambles chasing overlay and then ran out of time. So we got Allen. So we still need 2 wide receivers. Do we just take DJ Moore? I mean, it feels like we just grab DJ Moore here. I'm really reluctant to take Christian Kirk yet again, but we're like vaguely trending that direction. I don't think that's what I want to do, though. All right, let's see. It'd be fun seeing what positionless drafting would be like on short slates. I might draft 4 running backs this week if I could. Yeah, it is a little weird. This particular slate is weird, just the way running backs are. It's interesting you would take 4 running backs when it feels like running backs the weakest, but maybe that's just because it dries up fast and there's actually like, if you could hog the running backs, it would be pretty good. 0% Michael Wilson in the third, says Terrence. Yeah, I mean, I might be a little aggressive, but I don't know. Man. Also, it'll depend on the quarterback situation. Might need to get a dinger, ball knower guest. I don't know if people want to watch me draft dingers. I don't know anything about the dingers, but if people would tune in, we could. I'll take the Flyers in the 6 to 8 in the big board. I mean, that's early for Flyers, right? Or you're talking about Michael Wilson. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I imagine it's not going to be Brissett. So maybe if you think they're not going to like drop back 45 times, some of that Michael Wilson stuff evaporates. But I don't know, man. He looked pretty good. He got an opportunity and absolutely smashed with it. Would it be possible for him to play at this point, or is the window closed? I'm not I don't know. I don't think they've officially marked him out yet. But my impression is that he's not going to play. All right, we're going to take Pat Bryant on this team on the other side of Josh Allen here. That's how we're going to land this particular aircraft. So it's going to be Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Ken Walker, DJ Moore, Pat Bryant, and Dalton Kincaid. I like this team. I don't know if we truly maximized our Allen, CMC, Walker start, but then again, after that wide receiver kind of goes fast, you don't get Jennings, Shakir, or Diggs when you do start like that. So wide receiver feels like you're kind of picking up the scraps a little bit, but I don't mind these scraps. I think this team's not too bad. Go easy cards. Michael Wilson before round 8 is crazy, he says. Well, you are the resident Cards fan. So, yeah, I mean, he was a freebie 18th round pick last year, so I don't know. But I feel like fading Michael Wilson based on what we saw because we're too price sensitive. To me, that's a scary proposition. Nowhere to go but down. Nowhere to go but down, says Terrence. Man, that's grim. You could be right, though. You definitely could be right. All right, let's see what we got. Do you want to try a fullback dive? What is this at? Waiting for... Oh, it's snap filled. All right, we got a fullback dive. I was not thinking this would actually be ready to go, but here we are. Fullback dive. Fullback dive. 1. All right, so this is a smaller field tournament. We've got 3 no badgers and a fullback dive. I feel like Buster's boys. Dear God. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe he was supposed to be in here instead of me. Hopefully they throw the draft. Is Wilson a free agent? Is he? I didn't think he was, but oh my God. I thought he was there next year, but now that the fact that you're asking, no, it runs through next year. It looks like through the 2026 season. Imagine fading Devontae Adams after his year 3 breakout. Yeah. Well, Michael Wilson is. Yeah, I guess this is his 3rd year. Yeah, because that was his rookie deal. Any thoughts on Cards QB this year? Are they running back Kyler? I don't know, man. I don't know if you can do that to a quarterback. You kind of bench him. It feels like the organization wants to move on, and Kyler probably wants to move on. I just don't see how you put that genie back in the bottle. 4 years, $5 million senior. I think it was a standard rookie contract. Is my recollection. So he can't really do too much because those are now on like a formula. I don't think you have too much wiggle room with your first contract. Yeah, so he's got one. I mean, he another big year. My God, he could command a lot of money. Hey, Crutches, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you coming by. We're running the last BRs of the year, which is kind of sad. The Battle Royales morph into Paloozas, and then we're in best ball season. And hopefully it goes better next year, the old best ball season. This is a fullback dive. We got Puka CMC, and I guess we will just take Joshua Allen here at the 4. We won't get too creative in our first fullback dive. This is a 5 max tournament here. 5 max, 1,100 entrants. So not bad. 5K to first. I guess it's only 200 to 10th if you want to nitpick. Maybe not quite as flat as I thought it was, but small field. We don't have to get as crazy with the scrolls, but again, we haven't really been getting super crazy with the scrolls just because other than wide receiver, it's there's not much down there. Hartman says if the Cardinals get a pocket passer that people like at all, the ADPs could get out of control. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. Like it feels like they should be kind of out of control. It's an offense that we want, unless somehow all of a sudden their defense got really good and we had some like game script risk that we didn't have this year. I don't know why we would not treat that offense as anything but quite elite. Speaking of elite, let's grab Loveland. This is a little tough to get. Allen Loveland. Maybe it's not that hard to get, but you're going to get a lot of Loveland Caleb teams, and that's not going to happen in this room because we took him. Normally, I find myself taking Harvey there, but happy to end up with this team. Doesn't look like our no Badgers are doing anything too squirrely thus far. We get the Adams Stafford start on the turn. CMC Harvey. So pretty standard beginning here. I wonder how long people were waiting in this lobby for this to fire as well. Because there is a world where at least one of these people is going to end up auto drafting. Because I have sat in some fullback dive lobbies long enough to be surprised by the notification on my phone that it's happening. But we will see. Seeing what else is in the lobby for NFL. Yeah, the primetime stuff. The Wildcat's almost full. Did they make it smaller? Surprised the Wildcat is going to fill pretty early. So if you're trying to get in the $3 streets, now is the time. Fullback dive, Deposit Kingdom, great contest. Badge Bros Brawl, super fun contest there. So pretty full array of battle royales for us this week. Who will the Cardinals take at the 1.1 in the big board? Who will Candles take in the 1.1? I'm pretty into Bijan. At 1.1, I normally just go with the market, but he would probably be my 101 this year. Just combination of skill, environment, offense. I like him quite a bit, and age with some of the other backs. Obviously there's Puka and Jamar Chase, but I would probably slide one of the running backs ahead of them, but I don't know. Especially if Algier is potentially out, which I think he's a free agent if I'm not mistaken. They might bring somebody else in, but I imagine the split will be slightly more towards Bijan next year, but there's obviously no real way to predict that. What about you, Go AZ Cards? Who are we taking? Wildcat is smaller, 5K instead of 8K for first. Yeah, it's also a little flatter, the Wildcat for sure. Let's take Shakir ahead of Ramondre. We can go fishing for some late running backs if we have to. Wildcat payout this week is not great. Main is okay. Okay. Usually the Wildcat, like I would recommend if you're going to max one and you're more bankroll conscious, I think the Wildcat is better because the payout drop-offs in the BR can be pretty steep. They definitely smoothed it out a little. Oh, I'm looking at the fullback dive. But yeah. But Gunnar Ross, it sounds like you've looked into that. Copy paste late. If Stafford isn't a Ram because he retires, say it's Garoppolo, where does Puka go? Oh God. I mean, Puka slid. We kind of thought that might happen, and Puka fell into the late first, early second last year. If it actually was like happening. Well, let's grab Woody Marks because running back is dying on us. I would say Puka is still a first round pick, but more towards the back half if it's Garoppolo week 1. I don't know. That's kind of my initial thought. It's worse than the Wildcat this week. That was the last one. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, interesting, but it's still like filling pretty fast. Sup, fam? Hey, who aims up to you? Appreciate you so much. I hope you're having a great morning. Thanks for coming by. I'm very excited for Big Board and excited for all your breakdowns to come. So it's coming up. Bijan probably the 101 in all of best ball. Yeah, that would be my pick right now. And again, I think with the first few picks, I just go with the market, so I don't like my season doesn't rise or fall on having no Jamar Chase. Like, just doesn't feel like the best process if I'm playing serious volume. Any of those guys that can just be a pod winner or playoff week winner, I don't want to have none of, just because I think another guy is fractionally better than them. So we got Allen, Loveland, Shakir, and Woody Marks on this team. Kind of a fun start. We'll see how we land the plane. Running back has just gone off a cliff as we see with Woody Marks as running back 1. This is a slate where you do have to be pretty patient because, man, it feels like constructing the same team a lot, and even the scrolls feel like there's not a ton of variety when you start in here. I actually thought about taking Kincaid and going double tight end on this team, but alas, we're not gonna do that. We're not going to do that in particular. We could get Travion. I think maybe I'll just grab him there. We've just seen that explosive upside, him getting there in limited touches. I'll take that. That's fine. Wildcat going to be filled by the end of your stream. Yeah, it looks like it. Wildcat is filling up quick. So we got Travion here. So we got Allen, Marks, Henderson, Shakir, Loveland. I find myself just blindly clicking Pat Bryant here a lot. Maybe we'll get a little different in this room. Maybe we'll try something different. I would love to do something like Marvin Mims. I I'm afraid he's just kind of really phased out at this point. See if I can pull up his utilization before. Wide receivers on the Broncos. Yeah, Mims was down to 38% of routes in week 18. Which I can't remember. I think that was important for Denver. I think they had to win. So I don't know. Mims is so low volume, but you know what? Let's do something different. Let's do a Marvin Mims team. If I am going to get close to maxing this one, we'll try a Mims share, because no one's going to take him like at all. We've seen him go off in the playoffs for 20 some odd underdog points. It will get very, very different. Again, I would probably only take him a handful of times. I think if you're a projection poobah, this is really bad. But you know, we will take a guy that we have seen the upside for and does not need a huge volume and gets some manufactured stuff. So this team ends up being Allen, Loveland, Shakir, Marks, Henderson, and Mims. And I also kind of forgot I'm in a fullback dive. So this could be the only Marvin Mims team in this whole contest because nobody's scrolling for him in a 5 max $25 fullback dive. But hey, you know what? If you see me at the top of this contest, you'll know what happened. Just looking at the rest of the board, don't see anything super unusual. Yeah, go easy cards. Mims can score 20 plus points with only 3 targets. Yeah, he's not a guy I want to go nuts on, but I think I'm okay sprinkling it. I'm okay sprinkling it in because Sean Payton sometimes can go deep into his bag. There's just a good chance Marvin Mims is not even in the bag. He's left, he's left at home, and the bag is, the bag is elsewhere. But yeah, don't see anything crazy. We see a Brandon Cooks goes not to the Allen drafter, which will be a little less common. I think he's going to be with Allen more often than not. But yeah, everybody here went 1-2-2-1, which is again very interesting to me that we're really have a tendency to force that build even on a week where maybe we don't have to be doing it. All right, that was fun. All right, let's hop into one more BR here. Waiting for four. If you want to get in, hop on in. I can't believe this is it. This is the end of Battle Royale season. So please drop a like, drop a sub. We're going to be doing best ball. So we're going to switch to best ball pretty soon, which we're really looking forward to. But I will miss this for sure. I will miss ripping these BRs with you all. We got Crutches at the 2. We got JT Vinegar at the 6. Myself at the 5. Go easy cards. I need to watch Purple Yosh interview in Toxic Tower on Slack. Yeah, it's really good. It's very good. And Purple Yosh is a great storyteller because you know what happens in the end, but it's still a very well told and captivating story of his Eliminator sweat. So I always feel like if someone can tell a story that you know the ending to, but you keep listening, it says something. And that was absolutely where I was with Purple Yosh on the Toxic Tower. So we're at the 5, so we're probably gonna end up with some Buffalo Bill piece here in all likelihood, but we'll see. We will see. Maybe someone will get a little unique, but probably not. People have been playing these pretty close to the vest, and we're also, again, this starts tomorrow. A lot of the times on Fridays, people are kind of still just getting their feet wet, but we're, because they have all day Saturday to draft. Here we don't have that. These, the slate begins tomorrow. Oh, y'all are too kind and definitely said some dumb. No, you didn't. Purple Yosh, you did not say anything dumb. You are good. FF Chef, it's all genius if you are a champion. I don't know if that was in reference to Purple Yosh's storytelling, which I assume so. But yeah, no, it was good stuff. It was good stuff. All right, so we have Puka at the 1. Crutches, we see him take CMC at the 2. So is this a running backs are scarce? Let me grab CMC ahead of JSN take, which I am growing sympathetic to. Is it a Darnold oblique take? Let me avoid Drew Lock. We may never know, but in this case, we do see CMC go at the 2. I've been so backloaded in these drafts. It is tough. Who aims to CMC at 2 pretty easily? I think there's definitely a contingent of drafter who is in agreement with that. We'll just take Cook at the 5 because I agree. Running back, man. If ending the team with Monungai or Corum just feels like you're really crossing your fingers for a specific outcome. Wow, CMC at the 1 pretty easily. I have to ask it again. Is this you're a big Vorp guy, so that's not surprising. I think if you're Vorp pilled, then I I don't know how you'd reach another conclusion. Would be my guess. Because I don't think you're a weather bro and you're worried about the Rams in the cold. I'm assuming that's not the reason for CMC there. We'll grab RJ Harvey. We'll do Cook Harvey. I'm okay skipping Adams there and doing like diet Rams. I think I'd rather just try to lean into this game. Who says I get that too? Yeah. For me, I take Puka at 1 because I don't want to have no Puka. Crutcher says if you have Nico out, then you get a free Houston wide receiver, and Vorp is way in favor of CMC, but I'll mix the 3 top 3. Yeah, I agree. If I'm doing single entry, I'm more likely to do something like take CMC at 1 or whatnot. But if I'm like in a contest, I'm 150 maxing. Puka just very well break the slate, and then if you have none, it's like, well, I can't eat Vorp for dinner. But yeah, I like the Houston pieces. I mean, I'm way overweight on Kirk, which again, I don't know if I necessarily need to be at 40% Kirk, but I think we are way low on Dalton Schultz. I think I don't understand why he's tight end 5 and was tight end 6 to start this week. I think that, to me, that price has not made sense to me this whole time. Copy paste laid. Isn't Seahawks run D good and 49ers D bad? Monkey brain process. I don't know. I just think CMC is so hyper involved in all facets, and they just manufacture him. He's live for so many touches and passing. They work him in the passing game. I feel like that's not something I'm super afraid of. And Trent Williams is back, which does make a huge difference for the Niners. My goal is to have 10% JSN and 24% CMC. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense, because I would much rather that than like 34% CMC, 0% JSN. Unless you're just like, well, this slate I lose. If you're, it's a risk tolerance question also. Like if you're willing to say, I'm willing to lose all my money on this slate, and that's the stand I want to make, like, more power to you. I don't view this slate as one where I want to play it like that. Because I personally would have a hard time seeing him that much ahead where you just wouldn't want like any of Puka or JSN. All right, so we see a Puka Shakir Walker. So I don't even. Okay, got it. Puka Shakir Walker, interesting there. Crutches goes McCaffrey, Sharps, Diggs. So we see Sharps ahead of Walker, which I think we've seen a lot of the sharper players have made that choice. Oh, man, Stafford is coming around. Do we protect the integrity of the contest from JT Vinegar? I don't think we're in integrity, bro, but we'll see. This Smyrna guy who was drafting with us yesterday could say he wants him, but he doesn't. All right. We've got Cook. We've got Harvey. Man, I would have liked Shakir on this team. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I would be feeling pretty good. Instead, I think Juwan Jennings is kind of, you know what? Actually, let's do Hunter Henry and take Drake May. I'm assuming JT Vinegar's not going to take naked Drake May. I mean, he could, I think that'd be a little odd. If he does, it's fine. We'll do something else. But he has Caleb or Stafford he could take on his team because he has Loveland. So I'd be very surprised if he just popped off Drake May. Crutcher says more like 30% CMC, 16% Puka, 8% JSN. Yeah, I could definitely see that if you're just valuing CMC that high, and now we have like weird Darnold risk. And also I feel like when you're in the 1 through 3 hole, you end up with one of Sharps and or Walker. So I'm kind of sympathetic to saying like, well, you prefer to play Seattle through the ground anyway, so you're okay passing on JSN kind of and playing it through the running backs. So I could see JSN getting a little squeezed by people who are being thinking about their exposures or some of the other permutations of how to play that game you could get to. It's hard for me to see a game where JSN is pushed without CMC smashing. Okay. That's an interesting way to look at it, because obviously there's no way to get both of them. I guess the corollary is like, well, if you have JSN smashing, you have JSN smashing. Like, I don't know. But you're just saying CMC is going to smash harder. Late to the party, but GM. Hey, GM, Mr. Worth. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a great day. Copy paste late got JSN at 5. Yeah, I've seen him slide, and he slid to 4 in my first draft where I misclicked and took Allen ahead of him. So somebody's like, yes, I got JSN at 4. That was me. Just clicked the wrong button. So it's nice to see Crutches agrees on the Schultz bit, because I'm telling you, I'm very high on Schultz this week. So a little bit of affirmation there, having Schultz go off in the 4th round. But he is somebody, as I do these off stream, I'm sure I will end up with a lot of Schultz, because I noticed I'm a little under the field, or excuse me, not under the field, but underweight where I thought I was. I was at 25% Schultz. I want that number pushing 30 at least, in my opinion. Captain James says, who aims, but does JSN have to be pushed to get the score you need? It's only a 4-game slate. Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to overall be a fairly low-scoring slate. The issue is when you're taking BTW Underdog's broken. I had to open a brand new tab because I had to open a new tab completely and refresh. Yeah. So Schultz and Higgins goes there. So we got CMC, Sharps, Diggs, Schultz, Higgins, Mr. Binninger. He's got Loveland, Kyron, Stafford, and Jennings. So let's see how we want to. We need 2 wide receivers to end the team. Figure out what we want to do. So unfortunately, we did miss out on the Houston pieces opposite our New England pieces. I don't think I want to get to Noel or Noel, however we're pronouncing that today. Let's just grab Booty just in case anyone gets wild. That way we've got this this New England double stack. And one more piece here. See what JT Binninger does. CMC is probably weighted 55 to JSN 45 for factoring betting markets, but it's essentially a coin flip. Yeah. That makes sense. Maybe not 80 and a touchdown could be enough. That's my takeaway. If CMC is held in check, JSN probably doesn't get used much late in game is all. Yeah. We certainly could see that. We've seen those JSN games where he nukes in the first half and he's on pace for like 50 points and he ends with like 26. And it's like, my God, this could have been an extinction event. All right, speaking of, I'm going to take Cooper Kupp kind of as a bit of a wipeout pick in that Seattle Niner game. We only really have fully faded that Rams game. We're saying that game's cold. We'll take a little bit of a lesser owned piece in that Seattle San Francisco game and really say that what you need is the ground game in Buffalo and the air attack from the Pats. And so we'll grab Cooper Kupp. to mix it up just a touch there. Try to pick on the Niners defense with a piece that most aren't getting to. JT Binniger goes double tight end. Loveland, Kyron, Stafford, Jennings, Moore, and Parkinson. So he takes Parkinson of the cavalcade of Rams. Let's see how Crutches does. Is this a Stroud team? My assumption is it is Stroud and not Purdy or Darnold, but we'll see what he does. He takes Stroud. Yeah, so it does make sense. Again, we talked about this before. I think Stroud is going to be doubled a lot. And I think to get different with Stroud teams, I want to do some single stacks, but it feels uncomfortable. But I do feel like, Stroud is going lesser owned, but when he is owned, more often than not, he's been double stacked. So again, I have mostly double stacked him too, but I do want some Stroud skinnies. Who aims? I'm picking lanes is all. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Chris says, Crutches is multi-tabling the BRs. Thought I would get away from the bruisers while they were busy in street. No, there is no escape. Crutches is in 15. Dear God. I can't even... I cannot process drafts that fast to do anything coherent. But, all right, let's see. What are we at as far as likes? I don't even want to know, do I? I don't even want to know. It's probably grim. I don't think I can hold people over a barrel. We're at 24. All right. If we get to 25 likes, I will not exit this BR that I'm about to join. But truly, if you can like and sub, that would be awesome. I probably got to hop after this. So this actually will be probably the last BR of the year on stream, because I don't think there will be more battle royales. There'll be Paloozas. We'll be doing best ball. Whatever they got. Don't snipe me, bro, says Chris. That's all we can hope for. We got Mr. Binniger at the 2, B-Spurf at the 4, and that is what we got. You're in 15, and also chat in here. How many other YouTube videos are you watching? Asked Captain James to Crutches. Yeah, I am impressed. It's hard for me to do one draft and keep up with chat. I just can't do it. I'm not that good at multitasking. Arlock's big board next week. It'll be my first time exploring that contest. So we not for sure, but last year they launched it in conference championship week. I don't remember what day, but if they keep the same cadence as last year, then yes, but they could change it. I don't think Underdog has said yet. But yeah, it's fun. It's super fun contest. You'll be missed 6-player draft. I know. But don't worry. We can do NBA Dog Bowl drafts. You can watch me vaporize $15 at a time, taking Nurk. All right. We'll take CMC. We get gifted CMC at the 3. Keep the board up. People can see what's going on. Yeah, my brain would explode as well. Going back to 20 rounds will be brutal at first. Yes. It's going to feel like an eternity. What I have heard, though, is I have heard confirmation that they're going to 20-second clocks this year, MacNova. So they will not be as slow as last year when they were routinely 45 minutes long. They will be slightly shorter, which is great. Who aims? It was 1 hour before the first game, if I remember right. Oh, my, yeah. That's right. That's right. I vaguely remember that. Like, games were kicking off, and we were, like, sweaty big board drafts. B-Spurf, GM chat, hope you're having a good time. Hey, likewise. I hope you're having a great morning, B-Spurf. Appreciate you so much. Rashid feels like good to pair with CMC as leverage off JSN. Oh, I guess if I'm taking Marvin Mims, I should take Rashid Shaheed because it's kind of like spiritually similar. But man, Shaheed, they don't use him at all. They traded for him. It's so tilting. I'll happily take Harvey McCaffrey though. I'm definitely glad to start my team with that. But yeah, you're probably right. If I'm 150 maxing or getting close, I should take some Shaheed. But oh God, Joe, last year's big boards were brutal. God, they're going to 20-second clocks. Yes, MacNova, it is. It's still 30-second on DraftKings. And DraftKings also famously, you have to wait 2 minutes before the draft starts, which is, it feels like an eternity. The two minute wait time. Yes, if Underdog wants to sponsor this channel, I will not say their name. I can call them redacted, but unfortunately, right now, a free agent here. Still trying to get the 500 subs. I think we're a long ways away from exclusivity. Who aims? I hope it's the day before, or they wait until the end of the second game. Yeah, I kind of want to just watch the games, sweat my conference championship stuff. Lay the House RM, R King. Hey, appreciate you so much, Lay the House RM. Hope you're having a great morning. We're having a pretty good morning here. I have to say, we're having a solid start to the day. Do we want to do Jennings and just overstack this game? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try Jennings and then lean into this game. And I say I overstack the game and I don't have like a Seattle running back. So that's a lie. We're not overstacking the game. But we are, we do have 2 Niners on the team. Josta, maybe you shouldn't do dingers then. Still 20 round, 30-second clocks. Wolf. Josta 29. That sounds brutal. I'll send you a contact. I mean, I am definitely open to some site credits for sure. Purple Yosh, I like Barner too for those reasons. Yeah, my problem with Barner is I really have a hard time clicking him over Schultz. That's my issue with Barner. Is I think there's some. I like the late tight ends. I really like Kincaid. I really like Schultz. I don't mind Henry. Barner feels just so thin to me to like actually break a slate or put up 18, 20 points. You might not need 1 million points from your tight end, but I don't know. Lay the House Arms maxing the dinger. Oh my gosh. God bless your heart. It's you got to know a lot of ball to be maxing the dinger for sure. Joel says to Josta, dingers move quickly. Everyone was autoing big boards last year without pushing the plane. Yes, that's the other thing is they have the two pick push the plane situation, which is going to make our lives better. You know what? Let's triple stack it. Let us triple stack the Niners. Actually, we're really gonna lean into it. We're really gonna lean into it here. Triple stacking might be aggressive, but it's also a really short slate. So, we'll do something I don't think people are gonna do. It's a 2 tight end week. It well could be. I have a couple 2 tight end teams, and I don't mind how they came out. So I definitely could see that. I definitely see the vision of this week of all weeks. Who aims 30-second better for streaming with a guest? Other than that, 20 somewhat. Yes, for streamers, 20 seconds not great. For like life, quality of life, it is better. Chris Burkle, I'm the BR. I'm in. Guy just took 6th round QB in round 4. Nobody else can take one. Wait until the 6th. I just took the 6th QB in round 4. Oh, yeah. People make that mistake. Like for me, I don't need to take my quarterback here. I need to take my wide receiver because the people after me can't take QB. So it just, it doesn't make sense. So I have Purdy in the queue, but I will not be taking Purdy there. That would be foolish. Oh man. Do I need to like jam Cooper Kupp to take someone opposite me on Seattle? I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather take the upside in DJ Moore and then just grab Brock Purdy as my quarterback and just have nobody from Seattle. Say they spread it around enough, then just take Cooper Kupp to force a bring back. So this is unique enough anyway to where I don't think most people are gonna triple stack your Niners or anybody really. All slows for me. I enter 2 to 3 a day. There you go. That's another way to do it. Who Aim says, first day I remember I would draft 12 rounds, then just time out once they took Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter in the 180s was supposed to be generational wealth, and it didn't work out. Captain James, Chad, have you shown everyone your entry that won divisional round BR for you last year? If not, could you show what your team was? I could try to pull it up. see. Be a lot of scrolling, I'll say that. Hartman, make the clocks 10 seconds and see what happens. Oh my God. They did that, right? There was that crazy lightning fast puppy where they had like options. Wasn't one of them like 10 seconds? And between the like latency issue of when it was your pick, it was really tough. All right, wow, we're gonna have to scroll to Narnia to find these. Let's see. Oh, okay. Actually was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. All right, this was it. Divisional round BR. First place. Jaden Daniels, Saquon Barkley, Brian Robinson, Nico Collins, Diami Brown, Travis Kelce. And it's unfortunate they don't have the percentage drafted, because this was what won it for me. Was people who had Daniels were taking Eckler, and I took B-Rob instead. And so that was that's what did it. And if you look, I mean, only 10 points from Nico Collins, 12 from Diami Brown. Like, you did not have to draft. You did not have to have massive spike weeks from everyone. You really just needed Saquon, Jaden Daniels, and Kelce. Kelce separated hugely at tight end, that kind of core. But yeah, it was really round 6 Brian Robinson that did it for me in that draft. Yeah, your Hunter ADP also had Restrepo at 130. Oh my God, Restrepo. I think he's still running his 40. Yeah, it ended up functionally being 7 seconds. It was too fast. It was way too fast. You couldn't think. It was a contest that had 10, 20, 30, but smaller than a puppy. Okay. I couldn't remember what it was, but it was pretty funny. Yep, good time. It was a Schnauzer or Chihuahua. Yep, Schnauzer sounds right, says Hartman. Tootin, the RB1 in Jacksonville, as Etienne said he's likely moving. How does that play? Oh my gosh, we're going to be frothy for Tootin. But I don't know. I think they're probably going to bring another veteran back in. That just... Tootin had a lot of fumbling issues. Like, he came in and he had fumbling issues, and then mid-season he had fumbling issues. Liam Cohen, like, when he wakes up in the morning, he thinks about fumbling issues. So I could see them bringing in some really annoying dustball veteran. But there will be a ton of hype if Etienne leaves before they bring someone else in, or I imagine they'll bring someone else in before they draft someone else. Fumbling isn't sticky. I don't know. I'm assuming you're right there. I know drops aren't sticky. I don't know about fumbles. But it was, I mean, he had the issue in college, and then he had it like the first day of practice, and then he had it in game. So it's like, I don't know. It may not be sticky in reality, but in coaches' minds, they never forget, like they never forgive you. But everyone, I appreciate y'all so much. This was a ton of fun. If you can, on your way out, drop a like, drop a sub, leave a comment. We'll be back. We'll be drafting whatever they got, and it'll be big board season before you know it. But it's been an awesome year. It's been so much fun doing these BRs with you. And we rolled seamlessly from the best ball stuff into the BRs. And next thing you know, we'll be sweatily trying to qualify for the Dog Bowl again. So best of luck to all of you this weekend. I will see you all I'm assuming I'll be on Monday unless something comes up, but take care, everyone. Jake, see you later. Purple Yosh, take care. And Chris, later, chat. Later, all of you. I'll see you. Take care.